I'm here with Cyrilla from Indonesia, and she has the Nuts+Nuts company. Here is a picture of the raw cashew in the shell, and she'll tell you about how that is manufactured and harvested. And she has a picture here of a cashew tree. Now, could you please tell us about this?
Yes, so this is actually how a cashew looks like. It is in a hard shell and it's grown on a tree. Actually, it looks like this, and the size of the tree looks like looks like an apple tree, and the way it's grown is that there is one nut per fruit, and the fruit itself is actually edible, and it's called cashew apple. So in Brazil, they make juice out of it, but in the area where we source the cashew from in Central Java, we actually make chips out of that. And once you take it out, the way you take it out is that it has to be heat treated, and the person that takes out the meat of the cashew from the shell, they have to wear a glove because there's an allergic substance. And a lot of people actually don't know that cashew is actually in the same family as poison ivy. Yes, but once you extract it from the shell, then they're fine. And then we roast them, and because I'm Indonesian, so I flavor them with local spices from Indonesia. Some of these are my grandmother's original recipe. Some of them are my sister's recipe. And since I'm here based in California, of course, I added California almonds, all locally produced and roasted here in California.
Tell us some of the spices that are Indonesian.
Okay, so for example, the chili lime leaf that we have, we use kaffir lime leaves, and kaffir lime leaves is local to Indonesian, so which is this one here. This is the chili lime, so there's a little bit of the chili in there. I'm trying to find the kaffir lime here, but if you could see it here, there's the lime leaves there. So we use the real ingredients here, and this is something that we use a lot in our cooking. And another one of the spices that we use is the coconut palm sugar. So we use a real coconut. I don't see the chips anymore, but we have coconut chips in there, and then we use Indonesian coconut palm sugar, which is also very nice. And then other flavor also that we have here is the organic honey with toasted sesame seeds. So the honey comes from the island of Borneo. As you can see, we are very big in our ingredient sourcing. And a lot of our cashew uses garlic in there. It's just because garlic is part of an essential of the Indonesian cuisine.
Thank you for teaching me about how the cashew is harvested. That's very, very important. And cashews have become very important. In fact, I've used it in my special Italian, which is featured here, and it tastes like cheese.
Oh,
the
yes.
cashews.
I know. You never thought, right, that cashew could be like a cheese or like a milk even. I would never thought, roasting the cashew, that it will ended up becoming a really another what you call it, like another like a plant-based protein.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, how can people find out more about your company?
Okay, well, you can find out about our company at our website, Nuts+Nuts.com, or you can also find us, if you're local here in San Francisco, you can find us in Byrite Market, Rainbow Grocery, Asian Art Museum, and several other hotels.
Interesting. Thank you so much for taking the time to teach us so much here about Indonesian cashews.
Yes, thank you very much. I hope you guys have learned a lot about cashew, because I know a lot of people doesn't know that cashews actually cannot be grown here locally in North America. It is actually a tropical nut, so it can only be grown in the tropical area. For example, it is actually originated in Brazil, and because of the Portuguese, it travels around in the Southeast Asia area. So right now the biggest cashew producer in the world is Brazil and India, and Indonesia is maybe like number 6 or number 7, but we are there, we are catching up.
Well, Cyrilla, you presented a very good teaching for us. And
Okay.
again, what is your website?
It's nuts+nuts.com. Thank you very much for interviewing us.